Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Here we are going to derive the speed of sound through air. For this purpose, let us consider a long tube filled with air through which we send sound waves like this. So, assume a single compression where the pressure in comparison with the other regions is greater. The pressure over here is P plus delta P, where delta P is positive as it is a compression. So in the compression the pressure is greater than the undisturbed pressure. So we consider this single pulse, this single compression that is moving to the left in this direction with a speed v. If we consider this pulse as our reference frame, that is, if we are starting moving with this compression, then we will see that it is stationary. यानी कि अगर हम इस compression के साथ इसी स्पीड से मूव करना शुरू करें तो हमें ये नज़र आ रहा होगा कि compression stationary है और जो बाकी एयर है, जो standing एयर है, वो हमें नज़र आ रहा होगा कि वो स्पीड v से towards the right मूव कर रहा है. जैसा कि हम गाड़ी में जा रहे हैं, बंद गाड़ी हो तो हमें नज़र आ रहा होगा कि जैसे बाहर के सारे दरख्तें पीछे की तरफ मूव कर रही है. So now this is the compression that is actually moving to the left, but we are considering it as our reference frame, so the rest of the air looks to be moving towards the right with a speed v. Now let us consider a small element of the air having a length delta x and a cross-sectional area A. This appears to be moving with a speed v towards the right. Now, as this element of the air arrives at the compression, when this leading phase of the air element enters this compression, it will be starting slowing down because the pressure in the compression is greater than this normal air. So when this element start entering to the compression region, it will be slowed down and its speed will change from v to v plus delta v. But लेकिन जब ये इसका ये फ्रंट फेस यहाँ पे पहुँचेगा, सो इसका स्पीड स्लो डाउन होना शुरू हो जाएगा. लेकिन ये जो लेफ्ट एंड है, ये जो आखिरी एंड है इसका, ये तो अभी भी नज़र आ रहा है कि स्पीड v से मूव कर रहा है. तो ये प्रोसेस इसके स्लोइंग डाउन का कुछ टाइम लेगा एंड दैट टाइम इज लेट डेल्टा टी. सो दैट डेल्टा टी इज इक्वल टू डेल्टा x divided by delta v. That is, the time required for slowing down of the element is delta x divided by delta v. अच्छा, अब आते हैं इसके ऊपर जो नेट फोर्स है उसके कैलकुलेशन की तरफ हम जाएंगे. तो नेट फोर्स हम यहाँ पे प्रेशर से ही कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे पास इनसाइड द कंप्रेशन जो प्रेशर है दैट इज P प्लस डेल्टा P, और इनसाइड द अनडिस्टर्ब्ड एयर जो प्रेशर है दैट इज ओनली P. सो इफ यू लुक केयरफुली एट दिस एलिमेंट when it enters over here, so from this side the pressure and from this side the pressures are different. This is a compression, the compression pressure is P plus delta P, while the pressure in the normal area is only P. So there is a pressure difference at both the ends of the element. So the net force can be calculated from this pressure difference. यानी force क्या होता है? Pressure into area. So the force on this face is the pressure in this region multiplied by the area. Area is the same throughout, and this is the cross-sectional area. So the force from the right side is P plus delta P into A, and the force from the left side is P into A only. Now, what is the net force? The net force is PA minus P plus delta P into A. So this net force comes out to be like this. The net is minus delta P into A. This negative sign shows that the force is directed towards the left. Now this is the net force in terms of the pressure. But from the Newton's second law we know that F is equal to ma. So what is now m and what is acceleration A? Mass of this element, as we have seen, we have assumed that the width or the length of this element is delta x and its cross-sectional area is A. So its volume is delta V is equal to A delta x. And as we know that mass is equal to the density times the volume, so the mass delta m of the small element, when we are discussing about this small element having length delta x, area A, capital A, and the density, the normal density of the air is rho. The density in the pressure region will be higher than rho. So we are discussing about this particular element. So the mass of this element delta m is equal to rho density into delta V, the volume. So this is equal to rho into delta V. Delta V is A delta x. You can write it as rho A. और यहाँ पे delta t से multiply and divide करें. So this is delta x by delta t into delta t. But what is delta x divided by delta t? This is actually V, the speed of the sound at which the compression is moving. So this is rho A V into delta t. And by definition, what is the acceleration of this element? So that is again the rate of change of its velocity. So the change in its velocity will be delta V in time duration delta t, and we have determined that delta t is equal to, in this equation, delta x by delta V. So we can plug in that for delta t as delta x by delta V. Acha. Now this is A and this is delta m. So the net force is this minus delta P into A, and according to the Newton's second law, the force will be equal to delta m into A. So now we compare these both things, that this is delta m, this is A. When we multiply these two things, and they are equal to minus delta P into A. So minus delta P is equal to into A. This is the net force, and according to the Newton's second law, this net force is equal to delta m into A. So this comes to be AV, rho AV delta t, and the acceleration is delta V by delta t. You can cancel out over here the delta t term, so you are getting rho AV into delta V. Now we can write this as rho V square is equal to minus delta P divided by delta V over V. We can also determine this delta V over V, yani the change in the speed of the air element divided by the speed of sound. With the we can equate it to the volume as well. this ratio can be equated to the volume and change in the volume. So the air that occupies volume AV delta T means A delta X outside the pulse. When this air element having volume V enters the compressed region, that is the compression, so its volume is changed by an amount A delta V delta T, because the speed over there is slowed down by an amount delta V. This is the change in speed into delta T, the time that the element takes to enter the compression region. So from here we can say that if we take the ratio of this change in volume divided by this volume, so that comes out to be equal to this change in speed divided by the speed outside the compression. And you can see over here that the change in volume divided by the original volume, and undisturbed volume, is equal to the change in the speed of the air element divided by its speed outside the compression. So outside the compression, the speed is actually the wave speed. By definition we know that beta, the bulk modulus, is equal to minus delta P, the change in pressure, divided by delta V over V. So here we can write this thing as beta. So this whole thing with the negative sign will be equal to beta, and we see that this beta is equal to rho times V square this side, as this side is equal to this side, yani the right side of equation 6 and 8 are equal, so their left sides will also be equal, so rho V square is equal to beta. Rearranging this, we get that V, the speed of sound through air, is equal to beta divided by rho, where beta is the bulk modulus of the air and rho is its density. So this is the speed of sound through air. Thank you.